There's ALS.
Five,
I can't.
4, 3, 2, 1, and we live. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you guys for tuning in to the Rhoda Young Live Show. Today I have Miss Sharon on the line with us, guys, and she's calling in because I did a story the other day. I did a story about two young ladies that was terminated from their job at the hotel called Glasslight Hotel. It's a five-star hotel off of Granby Street in Norfolk, Virginia. They were speaking about how they was mistreated by their employer, and that they was really upset that they got terminated during the process. Well, during the process of the broadcast, Miss Sharon seen them on my platform, and she got in contact with me. She started crying. She said, Rhoda, Miss Young, I love you. She said, but that's my family that you had on the platform. I was like, excuse me? I said, why would you say that? She said, I can tell they look just like me. That's my family. She explained to me that she was adopted and she went through the adoption center, and that she never had the opportunity to find out who her mother was. She alleged that the lady that was on my platform 2 days ago is her mother, or and her kids look just like the lady that was on the platform, and also the lady on the platform children look like her children. She is here with us today to share with us why she alleged those people on the Rhoda Young Live Show is her family. Thank you guys for tuning in on Rhoda Young Live, and I'd like to personally introduce Mrs. Sharon. Hi, Miss Sharon.
Hi, how y'all doing?
We're doing great. Where are you calling in from?
Really, Miss Londa, I put it like this:
Where are you calling in from?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay. What made you get in contact with the Rhoda Young Live Show?
Well, I've been following you sometime since last October, and I'm in hospice care. And the first time I met you, that's when you was doing Portsmouth, Virginia. You was doing you went to a neighborhood. You did stores, for the neighborhood. And then I like, wait a minute. I like, so I said, I want to know, can she reach out, or beyond? And so what I did was I just kept following you, and I just kept following. And I just prayed. I said, God, even if there's one, there's at least one, at least we can reach one. That's all that matters, because it doesn't matter where you are around the world. You at least can reach that one person. So someone just told me to go back on your Facebook and go live. When you said live, I called it, because it's like the enemy trying to block me doing so much stuff, trying to block me doing this, and some said catch it now. So when I caught the end of it, it's like the hairs on my arm went up, because the lady with the pink shirt and the gray jacket, I swear, like it's something in your spirit, know that somewhere down your line that is your family. It's something it's something in you let you know it's a line. It cannot say that's your exact family, but that's your bloodline somewhere. But
Right.
see, but you got to understand too, Miss Young, back in the 70s, they spread us out. They spread us all the kids around different foster homes and adopted homes, and to a point where you don't know who you're gonna end up with. And they change
Right.
your name. And by the time you look at the files, your file, they says classified.
These
Exactly.
these are the young lady right here. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm gonna see can I show
No,
this right
you
quick.
good.
These are the young ladies right here that she alleges is her family, and that they all look just alike. These are the young ladies that she seen on my platform, and she said these are. I'm sorry for you. I just want to make sure for the ones that did not had the opportunity to see the show that day. These are the ones that she say is her family members here. That's here in Norfolk, Virginia, and she said they look just like her, and she know
Yeah,
for a
and her
fact that.
daughter, and her daughter like my kids.
And also, if you didn't know, This is another, I want to just share this with you. This is another picture of her other daughter that was in the office at actually the same day when I did the story. We did more than one story. And the other story was I'll show you in a minute. The other daughter, it was two of them there, matter of fact. And you said it just stood there up on your arms that day you said that was your mother.
Yes, exact. Because if not my mother, it could be her sister. But either way, that's too dang close. That's too dang close. If it might be you skeletons in the closet, but yeah, but if that skeletons in the closet, one they're going to come back and beat you in the butt. It doesn't matter. If it can be where that's too dang close. That's too dang close. That's
Right,
like you looking at your mirror. I
right.
mean, you're looking at your sister, your twin. That's too dang close. But it's okay because, and I've said this again, the people out there in the world, when you put children up for adoption, you really are throwing them to the system where they don't even care in a way. So if you
Right.
didn't care that in a way, how is this going to care for them because you didn't care? But we sit here every day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, trying to figure out where is our family, who are our family, and then you turn around, they change DNA,
Did
they
you know
change.
that this was her second daughter right here?
She look like Aisha. She look like Aisha.
So do you think that that is one of your family members?
Yes, ma'am. Ain't no lie, no doubt about it. Like I said, I'm gonna put it like this, look, Miss Lum. People, you're born in the system, raised in the system, like I told you before. We talked about this. I'm not scared. I'm the last of Bruhicans. The last of Bruhicans that they were trying to kill off. And they can't kill me off because God kept me here to tell y'all this, tell y'all this. Pandemic, this ain't the first pandemic. The first pandemic was back in 1900s. The second pandemic was 1950s. Every 50 years there's a pandemic. Come on. Why they doing that? Because they don't want to find our families. They don't want us to find our true commissaries of what's going on in the world. It's not about no Black Lives Matter. It's that they trying to split everybody up as what they was the Underground Railroad train. Just like Hubbard, Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. They need to get away from that. Right now, I mean, doing what they're doing, then they talk about trafficking. Shoot, they didn't want first started that. Every time you in foster home, they the one with trafficking. Every child that they get like what 50,000. And then they put you in schools, and then in schools, and you can be in special programs. You can be in this. They throw you this way. They throw you that way. Now then they
Let
throw
me
you on
slow you
medication.
down. Let me slow you down so we won't get off track. Everything you
I'm
saying
sorry.
is very important. However,
I'm
let's
just
go back and explain to the people that you were adopted. You was placed in foster care. At what age were you placed in foster care?
5.
At 5 years old. Do you have any memories of your mother or your father?
All that I remember my mama's face. That's all I remember. Because it's like she had so many, it's like she had so many kids. She just point me out like the black sheep of the family say, take them. And then I knew I was in white man, the white lady on looking back in her face. That's all I remember.
And so you can recall that you had multiple sisters and brothers.
Yes,
Being
ma'am.
a person that was placed in foster, well, was placed up for adoption and also placed in foster care, what type of drama, what type of effect did it have on you in your life? Being
A
adopted,
lot.
not knowing where you come from or who you are.
Tell you true, I'm speaking for all of us. We had all of us that didn't have a voice. It was hard, hard as hell. It was so dang hard where you don't understand why you living. You understand what's the purpose of living? What's the purpose of trying to have some? What's the purpose dreaming? What's the purpose of having something in life? But what really got me? I had to look up. When that was, and I said, when I look up, that nothing, I had to look up to God. God brought me this far. And when I say they play too much, they play too much. Families, families that know their families, you play too much. The ones that really don't have a family, that's family. We only thing family knew is God. That's the only thing we know.
Let me ask you this. Being in the foster care system, were you ever adopted into a family?
Yes, an abusive one. Out of 100, out of 1,000, you going one gonna end up in a good home. It's all about the money, Miss Rhonda. It's all about the money. Who has the money and who can buy you? That's all. Is who
When you
can
say
buy
you
you.
ended up in an abusive family as a foster child, as an adoptee, what do you mean? What type of abuse did you suffer?
Man, rape, beaten. If your brother got in trouble, you get beaten for him. Get out the school, somebody lying, you get beat, but you don't want to hear your story. You want to hear the outcast. You are just a black sheep of the family. You are cast out. You don't have a name. All they call you the B word, the H word. That's all you're gonna do is use what between your legs to make money. It just see the young girls don't understand that right there already mentally damaged in the mind right there. Why you expect people, women like me, they ain't ready for me, Miss Londa. If women out here wearing their breasts out, chest out, you know why? Because they lost their insanity. So it's what they put out there. That's who they are. And they really look at themselves and say, look, I am somebody. I am somebody with values. I'm somebody with values and wealth. And they see how much they really are valued. They won't dress like that. They won't be out there showing their teeth. They won't be out there disrespecting themselves. And the brothers, you know what I'm saying? It's they lost. They lost is humanity because back in the 80s, the 50s, what the 70s and the 80s, they open doors. They open doors for the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Know how to love. They know how to represent what real brother love was. Now they switched that and then they turned all that into computers. Now the door open up for you. Now you got a key unlocked for you. A woman just going in on the side that's unlocked it. Now they got the key to do the boards, the man's work. Come on. That it's a lot they took. It's a lot they took from the humanity as a black woman, as a black young man.
Let me
It's a
ask
lot
you
they
this.
took.
Let me ask you this, and thank you for sharing with us. A lot of us need to be reminded of the good old days. How many foster homes can you recall being in?
South Hall, okay, South Hall in South Carolina, South Hall in Virginia. Then about before I turned 5, then they switched me to South Carolina and Florence home.
So you only been in two separate foster homes? How long did you stay in your last foster care home?
Almost a 5.5 when I turned 5.
Who raised you? I'm trying to figure out who raised you.
Well, like I said, see, when you in a system like that, to the age of 8 or 5, that's when back then you had prisoner guards can adopt children. So the prisoner guard adopted me, but changed everything except my birthday. You see what I'm saying?
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. See, I didn't know nothing about that. Even prison guards would adopt children into the system, out into the system. That's why I know so much.
Let me ask you this. Do you know your real name that you was called when you was 5 years old? What name was that?
Kathy Ann Smith,
Who?
Kathy Ann Smith.
Kathy Ann Smith.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Kathy Ann, if your mother is still living and she's out there, or any of your relatives out there, can you tell them who you are and why you want to find out who your mother is, and why it is so important that you bridge that gap that has been left open for so many years?
To tell you the truth, Yolanda, some people are scared to step up. See what I'm saying? They don't want to. See, I'm a 70 baby.
Mhm.
And it could be where it can be where the mom or grandma. See, you gotta understand in a stationary, you got babies, children having sex with their cousins and whatever. All that it can change. I might be my cousin's baby or cousin's daughter and change the whole the family tree. You see what I'm saying? That one messer can change up everything, sweetheart. It go deeper than that, Yolanda. It go way
Ca-
deeper than that.
Kathy Ann Smith.
That's after my. It got to be after my grandma's name or after her mama's
Kathy
name.
Ann Smith. I want to ask
Yeah.
you a question. If you could find your mother, do you forgive her in your heart?
You know what, Alonda? That's a good dang question, baby girl. Let me tell you something. God said forgive and forget. I forgave Mama Love. That's something that it ain't even it's just like a little spike. It's like a mustard seed. You see what I'm saying? I'm happy with myself. It's just that they got to come to themselves and realize that that's something they got to go back to and realize you to forgive themselves. See what I'm saying? My mom is out there somewhere, or maybe not, you know what I'm saying? Or rest her soul. But I tell you one thing, like the old song say, Lord, I got 5 fingers on this hand, 5 fingers on the other. 10 toes, 5 toes on the other, on one and 10 toes on the other. I came out perfect. God say everything on His word is perfect, made perfect. You perfect. Everything is that God made is perfect, sweetheart. It's the inner being that makes you, not the outer. It's the inside of you that makes you. You see what I'm saying? And
What
this
would
right
it
here,
be? What would it be if you had the opportunity to speak to your mother, Kathy Ann Smith? You said you're 46 years old. What year do they say you was born?
75.
1975. You was born to a black woman. Do you know what state?
Um, all they keep telling me, South Hill and between South Hill and Portsmouth, Virginia.
How does it feel as a woman not knowing who you are or where you come from? I mean, I can't imagine because I never had to experience that. How do it feel to feel lost? Because you say you feel lost without having connection to your family. How do that feel? I'm like, nobody wants to experience what you're going through.
Feel like garbage. You do. You feel like garbage because this right here is a witness. This right here is a witness what they do to you. This is what they do to you in the system. All they do is throw medication at you. You garbage. Because there's no record of anything. Like if I have high blood pressure, it's sad. Who on what side? Who got if you got colon cancer on what side? You don't know nothing, man.
Wow.
Mama, you don't know nothing. That hurts. It's like you might well, I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna tell it to my sisters, really to my sisters. If you think about having a baby, make sure be that eagle. Drop the egg first and see that man gonna catch it. If that man gonna catch it, dump him. For real. Because babies out here don't need to be dumped. If that man gonna catch that egg, that's the man you need to be with. Bump what the family say, and that man is carrying that baby, you marry that man. You beat up for that man. Stop selling yourself so short. For real. This is a simple example of what happens. I'm a true example of that what happens. Be that eagle. Drop that egg, and then you see if that man ain't gonna catch that egg, don't even mess with him.
Let me
That's
ask you
key
this.
knowledge.
What's your real name?
Sharon
No,
Hill.
no, your birth name.
Oh, Kathy Ann Smith.
Kathy Ann Smith. Let me ask you this. If a woman right now is pregnant and she's confused about keeping this child and putting this child in the system, what is your suggestion to her about placing her child in a system?
Before you do that, keep that baby in the family. And you tell the truth who that mama is. Don't hold nothing back. Let the baby stay in the family. Because if you throw that baby out the way I went, it gonna take a lot for that person to stay in the right mind. It takes a strong Black woman to stay in the right mind going through a system like that. It takes a lot. And I have an old soul. And my friend tells me that I have an old soul. They want me out of here because I'm gonna tell you something. Every face is not a face. Every face that you see, it can be an enemy. It can be the worst enemy of all. But you have to look deep inside and ask God and pray. And don't forget that. The Bible means believe it before leaving earth. There's a reason for that. Poor means passing over opportunity repeatedly. Stop passing over repeatedly every year. Stay above your finances. Stay above the growth of what you more than what you are. Everybody is worth more than the value of what your car in the house. The house is inside of you already, and that's God. The physical house is not what makes you. The car don't make you. You better hope God is with you driving that car. Choose God to drive. And men, stand up to be men again. Put your damn pants up and be men again. Put your shirt, your Sunday best on again. Put some alligator shoes on. If not, go to Goodwill and shine them suckers up till they come new again. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm an old soul.
Kathy Ann Smith, thank you for calling in to Rodeo Young Live show. It's a monster in the room that we didn't speak of, that we must address as well. Why it's so important, guys, that Kathy Ann Smith found out who her family is. She said, I don't have much time left here. I want peace within my heart and also within my soul. I want to leave a legacy for my children to know their roots. I want to make sure when I'm gone from here, from this earth that God created, that my kids know whom and where they came from, the root of their family. Kathy Ann right now is on hospice. She looked as strong as you and I, but her body is weak. Can we speak a little bit on your health conditions?
That's no way. Like I said, Lou Gehrig disease.
What is Lou Gehrig disease?
ALS.
What is LAS?
LAS is very rare in a Black person. It's more convenient to a white gene. But my gene changed because of this goddamn medication they gave me. So my gene went from an O negative to an A plus. You see what I'm saying? Medication changed my whole gene set.
I didn't know your genes can change like that.
Yes, you can. That's why they trying to do that COVID-19. No lie. They trying to change everything to this. My gene changed. If I put if it's like if that lady is my family, it won't come as a match. You see what I'm saying? Because my gene is an A plus now. Not an O plus. That's why they try and throw you medication. They supposed to, by law, they supposed to weigh you before they give you medication. How many times you go to the doctor and they weigh you? They don't weigh you. They just throw you medication to take. You see what I'm saying? They supposed to weigh you by law. So I know too much. So I don't care because I'm dying anyway, so I might as well tell the whole world the truth. So
what do ALS do to your body? Because I don't know nothing about it. What do it do to your body?
Right here, you don't have no controlment of your nerves. It eats your nerves up. First, it eats up your muscles, and then it eats up your nerves. And then sometimes back here, I have an oxygen machine, and sometimes right here, you don't have no more control of your life. It's like you just see yourself decaying. No lie. I see myself decaying every day. Now I'm in my third semester. Now my legs down to the bone. You decaying, and you decaying. Like God said, dry bones. You decaying. You just see yourself decaying.
Wow. I'm so sorry that you're going through this.
No, no, never. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you that right there, Mom. Never say sorry. Never say sorry, because what they want you to feel sorry. Can't say sorry. You can say I apologize, but never say sorry, because I'm gonna tell you what that means. That doctor told me one time. She said, every time you say you're sorry, you know what that means? I said, what? She said, you are sorry. You are not sorry. See, that I'm saying in the system is different. They make you have a stronger mind. It never say so. Don't let nobody manipulate you to nothing. Don't let nobody disman you. You stay strong. You hold up who you are, Miss Long. You hold up the world. You hold up. You are the voice of the people. You are who you are. You have people on your show, but this is what God wants. Do you know what? Today is called raw. If you're gonna have people for me and people gonna be against you. People gonna be against me and people gonna be up for me. But guess what, Alonda? I might not have my family around me, but I'm gonna tell you something that I'm gonna tell you a big secret. If you don't have money, when you throw your kids out there in foster homes and that they die like a baby, guess what they do with the babies? And I'm gonna tell it.
Tell
Government.
it.
I'm gonna
Tell it.
tell it. Leave me alone. I'm gonna tell it. Leave me alone. I'm gonna tell it.
Tell it. Tell your story. Tell us.
Leave me
Tell it.
alone. I'm gonna tell it.
Tell it. What they do with the babies?
Leave me alone. I'm gonna tell it. When you have babies in foster home, foster care, it's a cemetery out there. They have every state has it, and you wonder why there's no name on them on the headstones, because that lets you know that's how many people is unnumbered. You are unnumbered. So they just put the baby in the grave and put a headstone with nothing on it. They call that the pet cemetery. Y'all for me. I'm telling you.
Wow. Wow. It's a sad day where
And you go, I mean, every state has one. Every state has is a white cemetery. You thinking they trying to make it like it's which kind of them those military. They try to make like they military, but they not. They little small stones instead.
wow. I'm so sorry what you're going. I'm sorry. I'm praying for you for what you're going through. I'm praying that the Lord keep you.
Oh,
In good
God got me.
in
I'm in
good.
my third
Excuse
stage.
me. Excuse
I'm
me.
sorry.
In good health. I'm praying that you get what you wish. You know, you get to find out who your family is. Let me ask you this: who is on your birth certificate?
They own.
State owned.
That
So
mean they
it's
can do anything to you. They can do anything to you. They can use you as a lab rat.
wow. State owned.
They own, baby. That's a name, your birth date, and that's it.
Your name, your birthday, and that's it. And
That's
state
it.
owned.
They own.
You didn't deserve that as a person.
But guess what though? On my social security card, everybody has $1 a day on their social security card.
What you mean?
They make money as long as you live. They get $1 every time on your social security card. That dollar don't go to you. So everybody's sitting on money on their social security card, but they ain't gonna give you the money. Our rights, When I say with slaveries, our grandmothers were slave. They sold. They signed it so we won't sue to get our rights to our heritage. I ain't lying, Miss Londa. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. They signed it that so we can't go back and sue them for it.
Wow. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Where Mrs. Sharon, aka Sharon, is looking for her loved one. She was adopted, placed in adoption when she was 5 years old. She said she's in hospice care. She
And
had.
it's sad that I had to die by myself like that.
She
Because
said
I
it
got
said
yeah,
it
I got to
said
write my
that.
own dictionary. I got to do my own barrel. I got to pay for my own barrel. It's sad. It is sad. It's sad. I'm trying to hold back my tip. It's just sad.
That she got to die by herself like this. If
Yeah, because
anybody had a child in the 1970s, what year you was born again?
1975 on the Saturday, on June 28th. It was on the
Anybody
Saturday.
1975 on a Saturday, June 28th,
It was on the Saturday.
on a Saturday, had a little girl and gave her up for adoption, or if you know of anyone who spoke to you that gave a child away for adoption in 1975, and she was 5 years old, so she was given away in 1980. She's looking for you guys. She's on hospice care, and she says she don't want to die alone. She want closure to her life. She want to know who her family is and who she can lead to love her children that she's going to leave behind. Her heart is broken and so is mine. She have a rare disease. She didn't know, is that disease you have hereditary? Is it passed
It's
on to
not, no, what's the difference between hereditary? That means it'll pass down?
your family? Like it's something that your family has.
No, it's not passed down. It causes the genes to change. It's dealing with the gene changing.
Right, but could that have been passed down from someone in your family?
No, it's dealing with this. It's
Um,
dealing with this. Your medication. The
I want you to
medication
take
is
this last
breaking.
moment. This last moment. First, I want you to know I love you, okay? And
Mama,
I care.
you my mama anyway. I
Yeah,
adopt you before I adopt anybody else.
I care a
For
lot.
real, for real. I would take off my shirt and pull over you if that's all I had. Come on, now.
I want you to do an all call. If it's someone out there, share your story and tell them what you're looking for and why it's so important to you before we go.
Why it's important for any of us that are adopted, not just for myself, but those that are looking. It brings a closer to that person as well, not just for you. We already know that if you look at it as a mistake, that's how it should. You don't look at it as that as a mistake. Look at it as a beginning, not something that's in the past. Look at it as a beginning of a beginning of a beginning, and that's how it's supposed to look like. Beginning from the beginning, not from well, I can go back or I can. No, that's what the devil wants you to do. The devil don't want you to have that bondage, that final hug or that hug you never gave. But guess what? It's already done. I mean, we just want the freedom. We just want that chain to be broken. Thank you, Daddy. We just want this chain to be broken. This generation curse to be broken. This is the real um this is the real generation curse, not the curse babies having babies. That ain't even the curse. The real curse is the ones
I
that is
want you to
thrown
stick
away.
on the point about finding your family. I know you want to talk for everybody before we go.
I
I
know.
want you to stay on topic and speak about if my mother is out there, moms, I miss you, or moms, I forgive you. Can we stay on that topic for a second?
Yes, I'm sorry, Mama. If that's easy. If my mom really out there, Mom, I'm gonna tell you like this. I love you. You are being forgiven. God, if God loves you, I love you. It's already forgiven, forgotten. My daddy said, if you forgive and forgotten, he will forgive you and forgotten as well. It's already forgotten. My heart is always open. But if I pass and I don't, if I'm not there, guess what? God still, I be in God's glory. And I still be over you wherever God show me who it is. But God knows all and God sees all. But I have a feeling, but I can't meet you on here. God gonna show me up there so I can be your angel on earth if you still here. You will feel my presence. You will feel his glory with me. I am in him as well he's in me. I am is what he says. So if you feel me, feel him, you're gonna feel me. Regardless. Regardless. If you can't meet me here on earth, regardless, you're gonna feel his presence. I'm being his presence and his glory. That's all I have to say.
Thank you for calling in to the Road to Your Life show. We pray that someone hear your story. We ask that people share this video all across multitude of platforms so that we get a better opportunity with helping her find out who is her family, who she was born to, and
There's a
is
true
her mother
example.
still living?
See, there's the example.
What's that?
That's my bone. It's getting worse. It is getting worse.
Oh, your hand balled up like that?
Yes, ma'am. It just getting worse. It's just like you decaying. They,
So
but
it don't go like this?
this one can.
Oh, the other one came?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Wow. It's a sad day. I'm Road to Your Life. Thank you for calling into the Road to Your Life show. Well, this show right here left me speechless. We spoke many a time. I haven't never spoke to one person to be on my show as much as I spoke to you. We spoke multitude of times. I care a
And I'll
lot
probably
about
speak
you.
again. I
Yes,
want
ma'am.
this. I want to be the laugher to make people laugh on your show, not just saying. I want to just keep people happy on your show.
Thank you. God
You're
bless
welcome,
you.
Mama.
I know I'll be
God bless
speaking with
you
you
too.
soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
Guys, that was a sad, sad, sad situation right there. Guys, it's nothing wrong with putting your kids up for adoption because it's better to put your kids up for adoption and have someone hopefully to love them than to mistreat them in your own household. But what is not good, as we can see, is not leaving the adoption open, not allowing the child that you birthed, that you created, your seed, to be able to know where they came from. I think all kids have the right to know where they came from. I think it should be a change in the law about people putting kids in the adoption centers and don't have to leave their name and their address. I think that these closed adoptions should be unsealed. I think the government needs to reconsider what they have allowed the parents to do. That's just my opinion. Um, I think it's selfish to do a closed adoption. Maybe let it be open once the child get grown, but a child should have the right to know who is their loved one and where they come from. I'm Road to Young Life, and I pray that I didn't offend nobody by my beliefs, but my beliefs are my beliefs, and they don't have to be yours, and we don't have to agree yet to disagree. On Road to Young Life. We'll tune back in less than 10 minutes. What a young man said, I had all the symptoms of the COVID-19, also the strep throat. I told my boss man at KFC in Portsmouth, Virginia, I can't go to work because my doctors say what I have is very much so contagious. They told me, Miss Young, if I don't come to work and do my job, I was going to get terminated. So I went in anyway. They assured me that someone, as soon as they could, would come in and replace me. Yet they didn't. They had me dealing with people in the drive-thru. I touched and I served food to all the Portsmouth residents, knowing I was contagious and no one cared. I was huffing up coal out my mouth and out my throat. It was turning to a greenish color. I was spitting it out in the trash can and also sometimes out the drive-thru window. My body gave in. It became so weak. I couldn't take it. I said, I must go home. I must go home. I'm too sick. I can't do it no more. There was no relief, no relief, no relief. When I did get home, I couldn't make it back. Not only was I sick, but the people inside of my home, whatever I had, has now contracted it. Now they also are having the same symptoms I have. My doctor didn't want us into the doctor office. He was doing a when they do it over the phone and diagnosing us over the phone so that we won't come in and make the other patients sick. He asked us to isolate ourselves from the general public, while KFC kept insisting that I come in regardless of what disease or what illness I had and serve the community to infect multitude of their customers. When I said, I can't make it, I'm not doing well, they said, you're terminated. On Rhoda Young Live with the next story coming in about 10 minutes. Tune back in. Straight out of Portsmouth, Virginia.